Hey everybody, welcome to another game stream. It's your good buddy Spider here on Twitch, DMGRGN, on YouTube. Spider does things. Go to the website ltatm.net. Let's talk about the madness. And we're gonna play some more Destiny. We're on the final expansion or added content for the game. We're on Rise of Iron. We finished Taken King yesterday, so we're gonna do Rise of Iron. And let's do that. A little slow to load today. That's okay. We're still going to be playing the Warlock. It's an all Warlock run. Hey, Ooh, that's something special. Ooh, good stuff. Good stuff. Alright, so let's watch the, there should be a, something you can watch. Maybe not. There we go. The prelude. Let's watch the prelude. I think this is all choppy and bad, if I remember right. Like, the Taken King prelude was okay, but this one I think ends up kind of choppy. Like, they didn't put as much effort into making sure it worked very well with this. Bungie's MO during Destiny from the very beginning, when it was on the previous generation, on 360, was always to blame the console generation for shortcomings when it was really their systems that were the issue. So, let's take a look. See if it plays good on the Series X. I haven't watched this on the Series X, I don't think.
We thought we were indestructible. The Lords of Iron. We swore we would do anything to protect the last city. Some of us paid the ultimate price. I am all that remains. Stand with me, Guardian. It is time to avenge my brothers and sisters. Prove yourself worthy, and the Iron Lords will rise again.
Yeah, and then you have to murder them again, because they're turned into crazy monster beasts. Alright, so there's the prelude. Prelude, whatever. Alright, this is the first one. We're gonna keep it... Oh, you can turn it up, but I'm not gonna bother. It's all already on what's hard for the rest of the game. And as I did with Taken King, the previous expansions I all boosted the difficulty, but here I'm gonna keep it even because I don't have the patience.
In the years after the collapse, the world had no guardians. It had only Iron Lords. Immortal, fearless, we fought to protect the survivors of a once great age. Our battle was about more than crawling back from the shadows. The Iron Lords would give humanity back its future.
Not a lot about this story makes sense. They're trying to fight nano robots with swords and stuff. Like, come on.
Some know the legend, but no one truly knows how the Iron Lords died their final deaths.
No.
That was something you had to be there for. To witness. To remember. To know even heroes can die. And survival is not always a victory. Now I am the lone sentry, and my watch is eternal.
God, my neck hurts.
Waiting for the day when whatever we disturbed awakens.
Fight is eternal. Doom Destiny crossover.
The Iron Lords are
But,
gone.
you know, could have been.
Our fight is
For
far
fun.
from
Everybody
over.
does crossovers anymore nowadays.
The House of Devils is back, and they're digging into old Golden Age research labs all across the system.
I bet they
This
are.
isn't a simple smash and grab. They're on a mission. At first, the Vanguard wasn't particularly concerned. At least, not until the Devils decided to move back into the Cosmodrome. Now the Devils are shifting a massive amount of resources to an area nearby that's been dark for centuries. Normally, I'd say it's just another day. Except, what's really got everyone talking is that Lord Saladin has left his post at the Iron Banner to take charge of the situation personally. Only rather than go straight to the Cosmodrome, Saladin wants us to
I spent a lot of
investigate
time
the
doing
Observatory in the
multiplayer
Moon.
Iron Banner. It's one of the few things that I did in this game that I didn't play PvP on any sort of regular basis because I don't like people. But I did play Iron Banner just for the rewards. Because you could play it long enough that you didn't really need to win. It was all eventual, like, point-based. If you played enough, you'd get enough points to get the rewards, regardless of if you won or not. You got more rewards if you won, more points towards the collecting of stuff, but you always got a few points even if you lost. So I didn't put a lot of effort into it. I just played.
My team and I are en route, but we won't get there in time. I need you to secure the observatory at the top. It is imperative the Fallen do not establish a foothold on that mountain.
That mountain's my house. That entire mountain. I live there. Don't mind the pizza boxes and all the beer stains. Alright.
If the Fallen are working their way up the mountain, their goal is to take Vostok Observatory.
What would the Fallen want in an abandoned outpost?
Things better left buried. There is a gondola near your location. Take it up to the observatory.
Alright, and I'll do that. Take care of you guys here. You ain't nothing. Okay. Get on my face. Yeah? Snipe that. Snipe that. Smash your face into that thing over there. Gotcha. Go meet your buddies.
This hasn't been activated for more than 400 years.
Well, yeah, do you see the state of it? This part's kind of irritating because you're supposed to go by these things up there and they'll shoot you and attack you, and there's no good cover because it's a gondola, and there's no good way to fight them either. Because the way the artificial difficulty works, you're supposed to have a team, and if you don't have a team, then
the entire observatory.
whatever.
There's a courtyard in the rear of the facility. If you can secure that, you should be able to keep them from the Iron Temple until we arrive.
Wait, Iron Temple?
By the way, my Xbox tag is DMGRGN, no numbers, no extra letters. You can add me, or you can follow me on Xbox. I'm probably not going to add you to anything like friendly-wise, because I don't play with people. But, if you want to follow along, I don't mind. Oh, there's more up there, huh? Yeah, there is. And because they have aim assist here, then they didn't take into account this kind of stuff, so that messes with the aim assist. So if you just didn't have aim assist, this would have been slightly easier.
I don't think I like this little metal box anymore.
That's enough out of that.
Can't take another hit like that. Jump! I don't understand. If there's something so important up there, why wasn't the Vanguard protecting the temple all these years?
This place and its secrets are my responsibility.
It's my house. I didn't want to invite people over to my house. Just clean the carpet. Why do I want people in my house? You know what I mean? Gotcha. Gotcha.
You know, this is more than a few fallen. Just for the record.
We cannot afford even one to claim what lies on that mountain.
And then the wind blows on there, so you gotta be careful. I think I fell off the first time. It's not like it blows you off, but it just, you can kinda take a misstep super easy. My head itches from being freshly trimmed and this headset. Yeah, you shouldn't have done that. Okay, alright. Anybody else? How's that feel? Huh? Scumbags. Oh, we're just gonna ambush you over here. Hey, we're just gonna do some ambushing. Okay, you do some ambushing. That's third bushing.
Be careful. Picking something up nearby.
Oh no, not off the mountain. Oh, good. Oh, right off the mountain. Waste of time. Gosh, dang it. I hate that. Back all the way around. The checkpoints for this game are terrible, by the way. Alright. That sucked. But anyway, we're alright. Sepix.
Sepix Prime. It's supposed to be dead. And there's something odd in the energy signature. It's not fallen, but it's regenerating.
Did you say it's regenerating? Kill Sepix Guardian. Kill it now.
You're not supposed to kill him now, you're supposed to kill it later. Let's do this. To make sure. Because we're gonna need it.
If that's what I think it is, the temple doors will not be strong enough to hold it back. You must destroy it before that happens. Do not let Sepix
Can't,
enter
it's
that
got a
temple.
shield. There we go. They'll start summoning other guys here soon. Yep, they're coming up behind me. See you later.
Detecting reinforcements approaching your coordinates.
Yep, I know. They're everywhere. Ah, I forgot to reload it. He's just gonna teleport away when he gets super low anyway. It just takes a long time to get him there.
Guardian.
Yeah, I'm doing that. You've seen me doing that, sir. Come on. Get off me. Ah. Damn it. Yeah, he's not dead. He'll be right
All
back.
this trouble to break into an old temple?
Even old wolves still bite.
About time you got
Shiro,
here.
what's your status?
Circling around to make sure the area is clear. Be there in a sec.
Well done, Guardian. The temple is secure. Now we can... Shiro, get a lock on.
I just picked up... Wait. Multiple impacts near the wall in Sector 17.
They're attacking the sensor grid. They must know where Siva is. Guardian, go to the Cosmodrome immediately. If Sepix escapes, the Fallen won't be our only problem.
Alright. I got a weekly bounty, that's cool. Oh, that's my ghost. That's Nolan North. The other guy was talking to Shiro, who was out of radio range. He was on, like, that ship that was flying around, I think. But, yeah, my ghost doesn't have a name. He's just Ghost. They never gave it a name. I'm in the Dread Explorer shell. You can change up the shells on it, which is kind of cool. The Iron Shell. The Iron Song. Everybody, we got the Deadpool head 888 in the chat, by the way. That's who I was just talking to. The Brave Shell. This is what I got for pre-ordering the game. So I've had that since the beginning. You can't get this anymore. You could only get it from pre-ordering, I believe. It's either that one or there was like 2 or 3 that you could only get from pre-ordering. Maybe. Then there's the Ghostly one, which is kind of cool. But, yeah, Nolan North did Deadpool in the Deadpool game, and he's done it in a lot of the other Deadpool cartoon various things. I think he did it for the Lego things. For Marvel Ultimate Alliance 1 and 2, I believe that was Nolan North. And he's not very good in this role, to be honest. He's really bland. They had Peter Dinklage at first, and for some reason, they had to switch him out for Nolan North, and they replaced all of his original voice lines from the original game with Nolan North, which is kind of a bummer, because Dinklage was much better. He was much better. Let's go switch over our engrams, turn in our weekly bounty, and then we'll do the next mission. Keep on going through the Rise of Iron. This wasn't a terrible expansion. It was kind of, I don't know, it had some fun missions, but the story didn't make a whole lot of sense, to be honest. It made less sense than most of the other things in this game. The story was never very cohesive throughout Destiny. It made... You could follow it, but it just wasn't... There were so many plot holes. There was a lot of plot holes. There's a lot of things that were kind of like, why didn't they do this? Or why don't they do this? And then... I think that guy got himself... No, he didn't. Oh, he did. He got himself stuck in there. Well. Oh well. I'm not gonna play games with him though. He thinks he's a cool guy and he's not. I just constantly rag on other Destiny players. He thinks he's a cool guy, but he's not. Yeah, you can taunt if you want, but I'm just gonna facepalm you. You suck. Let's get out of here. Okay, so let's turn in our weekly bounty here. I got us a lot of points there. No, got us another Engram. I'm not gonna go back in and do it yet. I'm gonna wait till we've done another mission. Let's get rid of this because we don't need that. Let's go to the next mission here. So that was level 42. That's optional. That's optional. That's optional for the Galahorn. 42. That's the next one, I think. The little diamond ones are optional, and the stars are the main story. So there's that. They're all 42, so which one? I think this one, because the light level is different for each one. Yeah. Okay. So here we go. Oh, yeah, I am max level. But this is... Max level is 40. And maximum light is 400. You can't go any higher than that. The later missions, like with Taken King, you had a bunch of optional ones here that would let you get to... Like, well, you can't get to those levels. It just tells you that those are hard. It increases the difficulty. It's artificial difficulty increases, is what it is. And that's what Destiny was really good at. It was good at artificially inflating difficulty levels. Like, there's one here. Yeah, 41, I think, was the highest you could get in Taken King. But, yeah, 42... And then the final mission of this is 42, but it's light level 320. Because they don't want you playing by yourself. The whole point is to discourage you from playing by yourself and to put together a team and to always play with a team. Fire team 1 to 3 players. They always want you to play with a team, and they did everything they could to make it difficult for you. If you listen to the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. And this raid, 42 raid, 370 light, is the only raid I haven't done yet because I haven't bothered to get the people involved and I haven't bothered to learn it. You have to know what you're doing. You have to follow certain procedures with the raids. You can't just run and gun. And by the time this came out, I was done playing with other people. I was completely finished. I was like, nope, I don't care. It's not even worth it. So I don't have any of the gear from this raid. I have the gear from all the other raids, but I don't have the gear from this. And I don't care. I don't care. You can raise the difficulty on here too to higher light levels, but I don't, because I figure it's difficult enough. You know? There's no point. If I'm playing solo, I have no reason to do that, because the rewards aren't any better. No point.
Lord Saladin, you said the Fallen knew about Siva, but I can't find a reference to Siva in the Vanguard database.
That's because I went to great lengths to lock it away. The records are in the Iron Temple.
Okay, but if the Fallen already know about Siva, then shouldn't we?
What you need to
He's
do
got a
now
point.
is track Sepix. If we find him, we will know the extent of the corruption.
Sepix is a giant ball robot that you fought as one of the first strikes in the very beginning of the actual main part of the game. So it's interesting that they brought him back for this.
Okay, I don't know which scares me more, the giant catch or whatever took a bite out of the wall.
Guardian, it's Shiro.
Well, the catches aren't
Gonna
that
need
bad.
some cover. Make for the Cosmodrome.
Let's activate that. Get rid of you. Throw grenades. What are you doing at the bus stop? You waiting for a bus?
We need to get through that wall.
Waiting for Godot. I am waiting for a bus. Anyway. Let's get back in here.
With most of the Kells gone, getting a force this large to work together is almost impossible. Saladin, you mentioned a sensor grid. Can we use that to tell how far this occupation extends?
The Fallen are irrelevant, Shiro. The only thing that matters now is finding Sepix.
Get your face out here, Snipey. Sniper, no sniping. Sniper, no sniping. Said sniper, no sniping. Oh, man. You are not listening, sir. I said no sniping, and here you are sniping again. Forgot that there's fall damage. Ah! Honestly. Some of the Warlock's jumps are the worst. Getcha. What are you doing hiding back there? Got him. Blue Engram. Oh, I can just make it. Whew. Goodness. Alright. Make sure this is full. Okay. Good. Shank. Slow and careful. He did still get away. Oh well. I'll get him. Oh no, he didn't. Oh, blow himself up with a grenade. Don't do that. Get you.
Lots of fallen, but still no sign of Sepix.
Still no sign of Sepix. Sepix Prime.
What is that pattern over there? Can we take a closer look?
You might like this, Deadpool, even though the story's kind of nonsensical. This is nanotechnology. This is an out-of-control nano AI that goes and rewrites materials.
I'm picking up some strange readings. It's like what was on Sepix, but if I didn't know any better, I'd say this stuff is consuming everything around it.
They made it to help build things and for projects and whatnot back in the golden age.
It could create anything a civilization would
Uh-huh.
need, at least in theory.
Hive?
Hive?
The Hive tend to keep to the dark,
Something is driving them into the open.
Yeah, I just fought like an entire expansion just to beat these dudes. So I know all about Hive. Gotcha. If you're quick enough, you can blast those things out of the air, but you don't really get anything for them. They don't attack you or do anything. They don't drop any extra loot. It's just supposed to be part of the aesthetic. Get out of here. Getcha. See, it makes like geometric shapes and stuff. Sepix came through here just cutting his way in. Could use a sparrow in here, but there's no need. See? You can take care of those if you want, but got him. Okay, make sure all my stuff is loaded.
I just lost all readings from the sensor grid. There's a monitoring station near your location. Hook into it and try to get the grid back online. No problem.
Hey, I'll kill myself. Don't do that. Don't do that. Oh, goodness. Dang it. Whew. That was a close one. I didn't see him dropping that thing there. My class armor's full, huh? Get rid of you. I'll pick that up in my mailbox. Got you, huh? There we go. Now this is a tough little kill box. It's not awful, but there's a lot of armored enemies in here.
There's not enough left of the sensor grid to fix. Wait. We can pull the logs from the monitoring station. Would that be enough to figure out what these Fallen are up to?
Maybe.
Do it.
Something weird incoming.
See, these guys have been corrupted by the stuff now. So they got all that coily stuff.
They're augmented with some sort of technology, like Sepix.
Augmented or not, we need that sensor data.
They can regenerate, all kinds of good, fun, happy stuff. Getcha. Get him. Watch out. Stop getting behind stuff. Come on. Back up. You too. Huh? That guy just took a shot for his boss there. Eh. Got him. Alright. Now it's enough out of you. Come on, ding dong. Get you. Alright.
Got everything I could out of the sensor logs.
Nice job, Guardian. But we still have to deal with Sepix.
We no longer need the servitor, Shiro. I've seen enough to know the Fallen have restarted production of Siva. Guardian,
Alright.
we've established a base at the Iron Temple. Join us here.
So then we'll go to the Iron Temple. There were some interesting things to do back in the day at the Iron Temple. In order to get lore and things, remember I said you had to collect different things, and then they'd go to an app and you could read all the lore in an app, and the app is now shut down, so you can't even access it anymore. You have to find people who have it archived. But anyway, one of the lore pieces was at the top of this mountain. Now, I'll show you where the top of the mountain is. I'm not going to try to go up there this time, because like that up in the corner, where's that? No, there should be a spot. There might not be a spot here, honestly. There used to be a spot where you could look at it. You couldn't look at the lore in-game. You can't access it in-game at all. It's only in the app. But you can see where your score is somewhere on like your nameplate. Yeah, see that guy has a Grimoire score of 3720. He's got 4790, 3475. You can tell these. See, this is me, 5255. That is almost every single bit of lore you can get in the entire game. You can see how few people have it now. That maximum. That guy's pretty close. Or that person. That girl M, I guess. Oh, looks like they activated the fire. That's one of the things you can do. If you do something, you can activate that bonfire, and it'll launch you up here. Now, the mountain I'm talking about is not that one. It's that one. And you have to climb with these jumps. Somehow there's a very particular way you have to go to coil around that mountain to get up at the top, and it is ridiculously difficult to do that without falling off. So you do it once, and then you're done. Don't do it again. There's another puzzle I haven't been able to do yet. It involves bells. There's like a bell puzzle somewhere that I think I'll die coming down here. Oh, no, not okay. But there's a bell puzzle that you have to activate in a certain time limit that'll, if you play like the theme song or something like that.
Ready for this?
I might have done it. I don't remember. But let's go in here and talk to her. Oh, I like to do this. I like to do this. See, he's got his wolves down here. I like to sit with the wolves. Take screenshots, that kind of thing. This is a social space, so you're going to see a bunch of other players just hanging around doing stuff. But he'll have various rewards for you if you've done certain
Lord
things,
Guardian, the first and
like
only.
shaders, which is your armor colors, emblems, different armor pieces that are specific for whatever class you're playing. Like right now I'm a warlock, so these are going to be all warlock things.
Let's see what light can do, Warlock.
Excuse me, everybody.
What do you seek? Are you willing to face
Yeah, might as well. I mean, it don't matter.
the power of the Iron Lords awaits, if you return victorious.
Do I have something else I can do for her here? Oh, yeah. You can get artifacts, and you can get new engrams and things. I don't really need anything, but back here, not back here, somewhere you go from here and you go up. There's like a the bells are up here. Yeah. You have to do it real quick within a certain time span, and I didn't have the patience for it, so I don't think I actually did it. But who knows?
Good, good. I could use some help.
I bet you could, but I do not care.
Under an
I could use some help. I don't care. Get rid of this excess stuff. But there's nothing else to do here. We're encouraged to visit. But this area has like vaults for your stuff. It's got the bounty board, all the different things. Might as well pick up some extra bounties. I can do that. That's super easy. I don't have a solar weapon active right now, but oh no, I got my heavy weapon, so I can use that. I don't have a void weapon active, but I can do that.
Light go with you, Guardian.
I'll take all those. So let's... Oh, and this other guy. This is Shiro. This is the guy that you heard about at the beginning. He's a robot guy. He gives you the weekly bounties. The Archon's Forge is an arena that you can do solo if you're super good. And I have done a couple parts of it solo, but not them. You have to pick your battles because there's levels of battles you can fight, and some of the lower levels you can do on your own if you're good. It's timed, so you have to finish it before the time is up, and it's in multiple rounds, and there's a boss round. But you can do pretty well if you're playing with a group. I played a lot of that because you wander in there and you don't group up with people like specifically. You just show up and see who's there, and everybody fights there. Like somebody will activate the battle, and whoever's there can take part in it, which is fine. I've done some pretty epic battles there before, so it's not terrible. Not everything in this game that involves other people is stuff that I avoid, but I'm not going to do that today because I don't see a need for it.
Maintain your focus.
We are going to do one more. We got extra time. I started early, so we got extra time. I can probably do more missions. We'll see how it goes. Alright. So the next mission. We've done that. This is the next one. Gonna leave the difficulty as it is, because otherwise it just gets frustrating. This one's not too bad. You have to turn off some anti-aircraft guns, I think, or some kind of big artillery pieces.
The Iron Lords believed we could contain Siva by destroying the chamber where it was produced. These Fallen must have restarted the process. We need to get back into the chamber and cut off the flow of Siva at the source.
I think we need to focus on what we know. The Fallen have occupied a military bunker in the Plague Lands. We won't get any reinforcements in that area until the Fallen's artillery is taken out.
The Fallen are a symptom. Siva is the disease.
Yeah, we'll get to it. We'll get to it.
Alright. Vanguard reinforcements are standing by. But until those guns are down, they can't leave the hangar. I need you to shut them down.
I'm on it. Let's do it.
There's a dead vandal near you. Can you give me a scan?
Understood.
I guess so. Let's scan some bodies here.
He's fallen, basically, but armor is enhanced. Weapons have been modified. Cybernetic enhancements.
Most Fallen houses have a sect dedicated to this sort of thing. They're called splicers. They're like body hackers, bioengineers.
It is worse than I feared. The Splicers are not only using Siva to transform this place, they are using its technology to transform themselves.
Dun, dun, dun. It's the bare minimum of a plot, but, you know, I guess it kind of works.
The Fallen have done some remodeling.
They're taking the metal for something big. Hope they're not using it to toughen up those gun emplacements. I've never seen the Fallen do anything on this scale before. I'm calling for more reinforcements.
That is the entrance to the raid.
Until the guns are down. Besides, they will not be prepared for what they'll find.
So when you do the raid, you start out here. You should be paying attention. You have to fight off a bunch of stuff, and then you have to activate a way to open that up. Which you can't do as one person, because multiple people have to step on multiple, like, platforms that show up out here at the same time, if I remember right, to do the lock. So it's impossible to do on your own. You can fight the enemies all day, though. Like, I could fight the enemies until, like, there's nothing left, and then stand here and do nothing for the rest of the mission. But get dead, please. Thank you. Yeah, they do a lot with particle effects and darkness and shadows and things. What are you doing? Get you. Get you too, huh?
I thought Siva was technology, but this, it's like something alive, growing, out of control.
These devil splicers are using Siva, but they cannot control it. They are like children with a new toy.
I don't know
I
about
like new
toys
toys.
that eat Russian industrial complexes.
Those guns were destroyed during the collapse. How did the Fallen...
It's not the Fallen.
Maybe it's not. But the Fallen are the ones pulling the triggers out here. The Vanguard wants them taken down. We take them down.
Alright, let's go. Hey, something's blowing up around me. Oh, I got blown up by a suicide thing. Dang it. I heard him. I didn't see him, but I heard him.
If Siva does what the wielder wishes, then whoever's controlling this hasn't quite gotten the hang of it. Detecting a high concentration of Siva shielding the gun emplacements.
Even Siva-enhanced shields would require an energy source. But be careful. There's something familiar about all this.
Right. Destroy the familiar generators and then beat down Shiro's zombie guns.
Gotcha. Alright. Alright. See, part of the problem, too, is as they're shooting at you, it takes over your vision. Like, you just see stuff exploding all over the place in front of your face, and there's so many particle effects, and it's kind of like, give me a break for just a second. And you get shaken up by snipers. And because they have built-in aim assist, it throws off the aim assist, so it doesn't work. If they just didn't have aim assist, you could compensate. At least I could, because I used to play first-person shooters with no aim assist. Back in the day, like Doom and all that, they didn't have that. But since everything's got it on console, it'll throw you off if you're getting shaken around like that. Come on. Dingus. Oh, what are you doing here? I don't know what that was, but it was looking right at me. Oh, it's one of these. Splicer key. You use the splicer keys, I believe, at the Archon's Forge or whatever it is. Whatever that little arena was I was talking about. To open up like special chests of stuff. I don't need to overcompensate. Nobody has ever had any complaints in areas where I would need to overcompensate. You know what I mean? No one has ever had complaints.
Shield power levels are dropping.
I do my business well.
That's it. Shield is collapsing. You should be clear.
Getcha.
Guns are upstairs.
Now I just gotta
Take 'em
take
out.
care of this last couple of people. Excuse me. Ding dong. Alright. climb up here. There we go. Okay.
If I didn't know better, I'd say the splicers were creating a beachhead. Something of this scale could be used against the city.
Yeah, it might be. Okay, here we go. Now this is gonna be a trick.
So, those destroyed guns? Siva undestroyed them.
Undestroyed?
Look for a central SIVA node inside those emplacements. Destroy that, and it will break the Fallen's hold on the gun.
Okay, let's do this one first. Alright, there's one.
Fallen are sending in reinforcements.
Yeah, because this will be constant. They'll constantly drop off stuff until you get these guns all done. Like, you don't have a moment to breathe, honestly. Gotcha.
Keep it going! Air support is standing by, but they can't do much while those guns are still up.
At some point, they're going to drop off one of those spider tanks. That's why I'm leaving the heavy weapons intact, because I'll need those later. Get rid of both of those at once. I don't know if this looks easy to anybody, but it doesn't feel easy. Who's behind me? Yeah, see, they'll just keep sending people. Got it.
Great job. Hawks are inbound. Just hold the area until they get there.
See if I can grab that.
Shiro, I'm pretty sure that air support isn't going to get here in time. Working.
Get out of my way here, huh?
It's directing the corruption to
Oh.
resurrect the gun.
Oh, that's a lot of guys. Whew. Excellent.
Centuries passed and I have learned nothing. Shiro, can your forces secure that area?
We'll do our best.
Try. I need the Guardian to return to the temple.
That's not an easy fight. It looked okay, I'm sure, but
He and I must speak about the fall of
it's
the Iron
not an easy fight. Might be a cutscene here, I don't remember for sure. Only one one death. That's pretty good.
This may not make sense to you, but it took your fight to remind me that immortality is not the same as invincibility.
I don't understand.
When the ghosts first found us, those who were chosen were blessed with power, but not wisdom. The Iron Lords came together in search of a solution to mankind's struggles. Instead, we found Siva. We dreamt of using Siva to build starships, colonies. We would become what the Traveler always believed we could be.
But something happened.
Siva had been lost to time. When Temur tracked it to the Cosmodrome, we thought our quest was finally over. Siva would be ours for the taking. Rasputin responded. More than 100 Iron Lords entered the Plague Lands. Only 9 reached the replication chamber. But since we were chosen by the Traveler and our cause was just, we were certain the day would be ours. Until Siva took control.
Because the Warmind knew that it was a bad idea.
Our armor. The corruption puppeted us against one another. In the end,
The AI didn't want to give it to you, and you went to take it anyway.
rather than let Siva escape. The battle was won. Heroes died. And our mistakes stayed here.
But Rasputin survived.
This is not Rasputin. But neither is it something I know how to fight. They are using Siva in ways we never even imagined.
How would the Fallen have learned more about Siva than the Iron Lords? Or better yet, where did they learn?
It's a nice idea.
They haven't mastered Siva yet.
I think we're on our own, though, to be honest. I think all of our stupidity and all of our dumbassery is ours for the taking.
If there's a way to track the Fallen's discoveries, she will know where to look.
I mean, we just had this big, massive, whatever, series of protests a few days ago, and I brought this up on Facebook. And everybody made a big deal about how so many millions of people were involved. 13 million people were involved, roughly. The United States has a population of 342 million, which means the percentage of people who went and did protests was less than 4%. It was like 3.8 something. So you could round it up to 3.9%, which is not very many. I mean, yeah, 13 million people is a lot of people, but less than 4% is not very many. And it's supposed to, it's a big success. We stuck it to the people in charge. They know we're angry. I don't think they care. And I pointed it out, and people got mad at me for saying so. People accused me of taking sides. Like saying, well, you're on the side... Well, they didn't say this out loud, but that's basically what they meant. You're on the side of the oppressor. But... I don't know. Nothing's really going to change. People are stuck in their ideas of self-destruction.
Consider my knowledge at your disposal. Think of it as a tool with which to make history. You will return.
No, I don't need that. Thank you. People are stuck in their self-destruction, and I don't think that's going to change. I think that's human nature. So I'm going to sit with this wolf. I'm going to sit with this wolf. but I lost 2 followers on Facebook and 1 person who I guess I was friends with. I don't know. I get friends requests from people, and most of the time I just deny them because I don't know people. And then every once in a while I'll be like, alright, sure, I'll accept it. You might be cool. And then people just end up being not cool. Like, either I have to unfriend them or they unfriend me. Like, they're just not cool, you know? But whatever. It's just how it is. It's not really a big deal.
Checking for messages.
I have such a low expectation for people anymore that I stick to people who, if I've known somebody for a very long time and they're still hanging around, they're still chit-chatting with me, and they're still hanging out, then I consider them a friend. If they obviously are just like gonna give up within a few weeks because they don't like stuff that I've said, well, maybe you should have probably checked out the stuff that I said beforehand. My profile is public right now, so maybe you should have been just like, maybe you should have seen the posts I make and decided it was worth it sending me a friend request. And that's basically what it is, so. So I'm not really fussed about it. This is a person that I had no real attachment to. Like, I knew them for, I don't know, a few weeks. Maybe a month or 2. They sent me the friend request. I granted it in my magnanimity. Magnanimous is the one word. Magnanimity, maybe. Anyway, I granted them the opportunity, and then they just got mad at something I said and unfriended me today, so who cares? There's no loss. I haven't lost anything. They're going to go on to do what they always do. They're going to sit and they're going to complain on Facebook about things to complain about over and over and over again, and things that they can't change. And their whole life is a complaint, and that's what it is, and I don't mind. Like, my life is going well because I've decided for it to be well. You can't just sit back and look at crappy things and just be like, oh, well, everything's terrible, and it's all these people's fault, and I'm so held back. Do your own thing. Like, even if stuff does suck, you know what? Deal with it and do stuff. Like, I got stuff that I'm not pleased with in my life. I got plenty of bills to pay. I got stuff that I need to get done that's holding me back, but I'm doing things anyway. I'm doing things. That's a weird thing to say, Jewish Luigi, but I guess my day's going pretty good. And Splunged Pigeon, he's saying that same word. That's weird. I'm not your daddy. I'm not your daddy. I have one kid, and that kid's sleeping upstairs. I don't have any other kids. I'm not your daddy. I'm not your mommy either. I'm not Rhea Ripley. I can't be your mommy. I can't be your Rippy. Oh, I don't care. I have absolutely no care about Israel or Palestine. I have no care. No, I don't worry about that. It's not my business. It's got nothing to do with me. I don't care. I absolutely do not care. Like, let them blow each other up. It's got nothing to do with me. It's got nothing to do with the USA. Let them blow each other up. Oh, I know Deadpool head. I know that. I'm pretty much finished anyway. I'm wrapping up here. At least you guys are having fun. I don't mind people having fun. I'm not gonna get into some things, but I don't mind people having fun. You guys must all know each other. And that's fine. I know groups of people sometimes. I had people on my YouTube, I was doing a live, and just a group asked if they could join, and I brought a bunch of people in. And they do this for often. They group together, and they just like ask if they could join, and they just tell jokes and see if they can mess up the stream. And if somebody is cool, They're like, okay, and they play along. Like, I'm playing along. You guys are alright. I don't mind. You haven't said anything like it's gonna make me angry. But some people get riled up and get, "Rrrr," and that's the point, right? I don't think I'm gonna be doing that. I mean, but anyway, like I said, I was just finishing up. I played for an hour, and my hour is past. I'm at like 16 after. I like that you guys all showed up at the last minute, though. I appreciate it for all your goofiness, all your crazy things that you're saying, all your funny things. So, but I'm leaving. Um, Subscribe to this channel, by the way, on Twitch, DMGRGN, or go to YouTube, Spider Does Things. That's my YouTube channel. And go to the website, ltatm.net. Let's talk about the madness, where everything is funneled through. Hey, I don't need permission to do nothing. I do what I want. I do what I want, and you're going to find out. You're going to find out tonight. Anyway, thanks for showing up. It was late. You should have shown up like 45 minutes earlier. We'd have had more fun. Anyway, my time's up. I'm leaving. I'm going to drink this. Have a good night.